Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. This video is going to be about running an item twice and cutting an item twice. I've done a video kind of like this, but I've never had a driver for my laser hooked up to it. And Randy Allen from Engraving Concept hooked me up yesterday on the phone. He's one talented young man. So we're going to break this apart and ungroup it. And I'm going to show you, let's say this map is 24 by 18. This takes like an hour and 15 minutes to engrave because I wanted to go deep. I want to go 100 power at 50 speed because I've got to sand it. And then it cuts out these red lines, which are the lake, and it's actually 3 layers. This is one layer that's plywood color. And then this is another layer that's light blue. And then this layer right here is a dark blue, and it's the riverbed of the lake. So let's say you've run this and everything looks good except for the Lake Travis didn't quite run very good. Well, select it. Go up to your printer and pick selection. Then go to your settings and print that, and it'll just print that Lake Travis and won't print anything else. So that's cool enough in itself. But normally everything's gonna, if any of them engrave good, it'll work. Now, the thing that's bad about plywood is great. It's thin, it's paints good, it cuts good, and it's relatively inexpensive compared to real wood, and it's strong for making small parts. But let's say you've cut this out, and this is the riverbed. I actually cut it out on a different sheet of wood. So let's just do that. Let's act like this is it, and let me see what my nudge factor is. I'm going to set my nudge factor on, you know what, I'm going to set it on 30. And I am going to hit my riverbed, and I'm going to nudge it out of the way. And then I'm going to nudge my whole map out of the way. And then I'm going to nudge my riverbed back. So I've cut this out of one piece of I actually use masonite. So this could be true for the plywood cut. But let's say it cut it all out. And let's say you're cutting this out of plywood. And it cut out everything great with the exception of this last line right here. It hit a knot hole. It had a pocket of glue. So what you can do is take your 2-point line and just draw a line. And let's go way down here. And then take your virtual segment delete key and delete this line and delete this line. And then, of course, you want to take away the lines that you use for stopping. That's the only thing left on the page. So then select it. There must be something way down there I don't see. So if you ever see that, go up to object and break the curve apart and then get rid of that object. It might just be a little bitty nick or something. So now select that, go to your laser, say selection, you can see it, go to your engraver, and I'm pretty sure every engraver has this. This is a Epilogue print driver, and I'm going to go vector, and I'm going to tell it I want it cut at 100 power at really low speed, let's say 10, and then hit print, and it will only cut out that section of lake that did not previously cut. This might take 5 minutes to cut out that lake. This way, you haven't lost anything. You haven't lost any time. And you can normally tell if you said, you should never leave your laser unattended. You don't have to watch it every second. But when it's cutting, I watch it. And if you get a dark spot of excess char, that means the laser beam probably didn't go all the way through the wood. And what I would do is when I do it, I actually tape down the plywood. I use like blues painter's tape, and I tape down a couple of the places where it's not going to engrave. And then I take the blue Turner tape and use it like double-sided Turner tape, and I'll grab that lake and I'll try to pick it up. And if it doesn't pick up, it's because it's not all the way cut through. And you can do the same thing on this part. And I definitely do it on this part. So if your laser printer driver has selection, now, if it doesn't, all you have to do is print that, because everything else is gone. It would be a little bit different if you had the whole lake, but you could also just delete like we did, and it's only going to cut out that lake, that part of the lake. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.